Muy bien. Moving on to the next topic. Definite and indefinite articles. In Spanish, articles are essential components that indicate the gender and number of a noun. What's gender? We know masculine, feminine, and number, singular or plural. Let's talk about the two main types, definite and indefinite articles. Definite articles are equivalent to the English article the. In Spanish, however, we have four options, which are el, la, los, and las. Each of them carries a specific meaning. For example, el, it means the when the noun is masculine and singular. La, when it's feminine and singular. Los, when it's masculine and plural. And las, when it's feminine and plural. Now, here are some examples. We would use el next to a singular masculine noun. For example, teléfono, right? El teléfono. The phone. And teléfono is a masculine word. It's not plural, it's just one. Therefore, we would use el teléfono. We can also say el video, the video. Then for la, we would need a feminine and singular noun like casa, la casa, the house, or la clase, the class. All of them are singular. They refer to one thing only, one phone, one video, one house, one class. The phone, the video, the house, and the class. Now, los and las, we will use them as well for feminine and masculine, but only for plural things. For example, los teléfonos, the phones, right? In English, the, the, doesn't change. You would say the phone or the phones, right? In Spanish, it does. El teléfono, los teléfonos, and los videos. If we do the same for las, then la casa is the house. Guess, how would we say the houses? Las casas. Same for la clase. La clase is the class. How would you say the classes? Guess? Muy bien. Las clases. And now try to complete these rules. Fill in the blanks with the correct article from the chart above. Pause the video and I'll give you the answers now. El is used with masculine singular nouns. For example, el niño, the boy. La is used with feminine singular nouns. For example, la niña, the girl. Los is used with masculine plural nouns, for example, los niños, the boys, and las is used with feminine plural nouns, for example, las niñas. Again, please notice that in Spanish we would say el, la, los, or las, depending on the word that it goes attached to, but in English, these are all equivalent to the. Muy bien. Then there is a rule here that I want to talk about, which is while the definite article in Spanish, such as el, la, los, and las, is commonly translated to the in English, it is important to note that it can also be used to convey a more general sense. What does that mean? Let's look at this first example. Las hamburguesas son deliciosas. The burgers are delicious? No. It doesn't refer to a specific set of hamburgers, right? We're not saying the burgers, but rather expresses the idea that hamburgers in general are delicious, right? So, las hamburguesas would not translate as the burgers, but just as burgers. Burgers are delicious, or burgers in general are delicious. Then, el chocolate es delicioso. Same thing happens here. It doesn't necessarily mean the chocolate as in a particular piece, but rather implies that chocolate, in a broader sense, is delicious. So we're not saying the chocolate is delicious, but chocolate in general is delicious. So now you guess what this means. El sushi es popular en Japón. How would you translate this? The answer is sushi is popular in Japan, right? We are not talking about the sushi, that particular piece of sushi. No, we're saying sushi in general is popular in Japan. Muy bien. Okay, now just remember this. This is here as an extra fact, as an extra rule that you should be aware of. Don't worry about trying to understand all of this immediately. The more you read and listen in Spanish, the more you'll find examples like this. Okay, now, ejercicio rápido. Write the definite article of the noun and then make the article and noun plural. Just as an example, I'll do the first one. Video is a masculine word, so the definite article would be el. And then if I make all of this plural, then it would be los videos. So that's what you should be left with, right? The video, the videos. Please pause the video and I'll give you the answers of the following items. La persona, las personas. El lugar, los lugares. El ejercicio, los ejercicios, which means the exercise or the exercises. La cosa, las cosas. El mueble, los muebles. Now, as I told you, there are many exceptions, right? Mueble ends in E, but it is a masculine word. It doesn't necessarily follow the chart above. I told you the chart above will help you in most situations, but there are also some situations like this, some words that are just an exception and you need to learn them individually. Okay, mueble, even though it ends in E, it's only masculine. Muy bien. El mueble, los muebles. La planta, las plantas. La lección, las lecciones. If you have any question, ask me below. And here are the indefinite articles. Un, una, unos, and unas. In English, un and una could be translated as a or an. And unos y unas could be translated as some. We have a chart here that's very similar to the one that we used for the, because it follows the same rules. If the word that you attach this article to